Hey, Held Captive Media fans, Asgardians, whoever you might be, we're here to talk some more Marvel news. And right now, Zane, you have a quote for us. Can you go ahead and give that to us?
Yeah, so this is from The Hollywood Reporter. And the first reactions are in. Official reviews do not hit until July 5th, so this is the first glimpse of what audiences are saying. It's worth noting that reactions from premieres generally lean more enthusiastic than from the critics' screenings. It continues on to say, the reviews are glowing and almost completely positive.
So we'll get into that. So basically, the premiere for Thor Love and Thunder happened a little bit ago. I think it was earlier this week, or earlier the week we recorded. You guys, the movie's about to come out. So for people watching this, it's coming out like next week or so. Yeah. And the reactions have been insanely positive, which, you know, when Doctor Strange came out from its premiere, we had some mixed reviews and everything. And people, I think, as time has trudged on and the MCU has become bigger and bigger and bigger, people's standards are starting to raise a little bit, especially with so much interconnectivity and required watching involved. There's people who are just like, is it worth seeing these movies anymore? And everyone is saying that this is even better than Ragnarok, including director Taika Waititi. So that gets me super fucking hype. Having seen the trailers, having seen buff-ass Natalie Portman, oh my God. Jesus Christ, right? Dude. If there was ever a moment to make like, hey, we're going to make like a She-Ra, like live action, I'd be like, dude, Natalie Portman would fucking crush skulls on there, dude. She's so buff and fucking beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. But guys, you're hearing all this between Gore the God Butcher being played by Christian Bale and Chris Pratt actually returning as Star-Lord in the film. What are your anticipations for the movie? And do you have any interesting predictions? I can get into some of mine, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
I want to hear what Franny has to say.
Me too.
I'm very excited for this movie. I love the Thor movies. I love
Thor.
I love Thor Ragnarok. I thought that movie was great. I'm really, really excited for this movie. Natalie Portman's a great actress, and you're right, she does look amazing for the role.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
I'm just super excited, and I love like a strong female lead, especially in a superhero movie.
When they first announced that Natalie Portman was going to be the Lady Thor, right?
I was a little hesitant. I was
and
like,
I was too.
And then mousy.
I saw like this panel. I don't know if it was Comic-Con, whatever. I don't know what panel it was, but it was Taika Waititi introducing Natalie Portman, and he like got down on his knee and like offered up, like a fake Mjolnir, and you just see how buffed out Natalie Portman looks through like her shirt, and you're like, she went to work. Yeah. Like she did the Kumail Nanjiani fucking drip or whatever the fuck got him there, because she looks just buffed the hell out. It's crazy. And now I'm psyched for it. Something that I was really almost not against, but just like, I don't know how this is going to vibe. Like, I don't know if Natalie Portman can pull off the big muscly superhero. And that's what I wanted her to be. And that's what the fuck she came to do. She came to work.
And I'm so excited. I've been excited for this movie as soon as they like announced it, when they were talking about like the God Butcher and when they were talking about like female Thor being in it. I was instantly like, this is exactly what I was hoping for the future of the Thor franchise, because you had right kind of around the time that like a couple of years back when Thor was kind of right after the Dark Worlds that just absolutely tanked.
And then, Taika Waititi comes in. Yeah. He breathes in his life and his Jojo Rabbit isms all over this movie. And Ragnarok was really great.
But that's right around the time that Lady Thor started to get introduced in the comics and really came into the zeitgeist of like most people, even who weren't in the comics, and they were hot takes one way or the other. So to be able to see something like female Thor go onto the big screen, I'm so fucking hyped for it.
And it's a bit of a redemption. So like if you actually look back at Thor the Dark World, since you brought it up, since you invoked such a horrific thing, when it was actually coming out, the original director, I cannot remember her name right now. She directed Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 2. I do not remember her name right now. She was supposed to direct Thor the Dark World. There were some issues. Natalie Portman was pissed because she was kind of like a part of the reason why she was signed on to do it, and then they ended up firing her. And then Natalie Portman also, as a result, left, she left the MCU. She was like, fuck it. Now this is kind of a return moment where she's like, oh, we're gonna put this in the front and center, a strong female character as essentially a lead in this movie. And it's just really cool to see that turnaround. See how far Marvel's come from Thor: The Dark World to now Thor: Love and Thunder.
Well, and also you get stuff like adding in the God Butcher.
Yeah, Gore the God Butcher's in this movie.
That's so.
I never heard of that.
Do you
character.
like the redesign? Because I feel like there is no way they could have put comic accurate Gore into the fucking movie.
What does he look like in the comics?
A goober, and and not to mention it would hide Christian Bale's face.
Yeah,
and it's Christian. We got fucking Batman in this Thor movie. Okay,
so with like one of the big things that has been kind of like iffy as far as all of the comic book stuff go, you get Endgame and everything with with Thanos, who's like, everybody's like, oh my God, Thanos is the big bad of Marvel. And it's like, there are still a lot of characters in Marvel that can make a motherfucker sweat.
Yeah.
And that the God Butcher is one of them. Literally, you don't get a name the God Butcher unless you are a serious threat. Like, he is actively going through and dropping pantheons.
His name is Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more intense of a name than that.
So
he might as well be I'm Shooty McKill-You face.
Yeah.
Like, he's like such a fucking intimidating name.
And it's such a great way to, like, after a lot of people were like, oh no, Marvel blew their load, they already wasted Thanos, and now it's like, whoa, slow your roll. We got a lot
There's
more
still
in
Doctor Doom, Galactus.
Yeah.
There's tons of different.
That's awesome.
But I do want to mention this. So Russell Crowe's in the movie for like a whole. I'm assuming this is one of my predictions. This is a prediction. Russell Crowe's in the movie for 5 minutes playing Zeus.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get killed by Gore. I have a feeling, based on a lot of the reactions,
Wait,
that
is he
people were
playing
getting.
Zeus? I thought he was playing Hercules.
Maybe it's Hercules. I can't remember off the top. He's playing one of those gods.
Yeah.
It might be Hercules.
I know Hercules shows up more in the comics, so maybe they are going to kill Zeus and then throw in Hercules.
Maybe. I can't remember exactly. I know Russell Crowe's in it. I know that there's a lot of people that are in it that probably aren't going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the other reactions coming out of this was, wow, the most heartfelt Taika Waititi Marvel movie, the most heartfelt Thor movie. And a lot of people said they left crying.
Damn.
So what are some predictions you guys have for it? I believe Russell Crowe's down and out, and I think this might be the end of our friend Korg.
Who?
Korg, the blue man, the Korg. You don't know Korg from the MCU?
So Korg in the comics is a villain, and I'm wondering if they're going to make a big shift, but it doesn't feel like they will.
I think he's going to die, and we're going to see a multiverse Korg fight Thor at some point.
Heard. But no, I'm so excited.
I'm trying to remember, Franny, who Korg is. Do you remember the blue guy from Ragnarok?
I've always seen corgi puppies when I try
No,
not Korgi, Korg. K-O-R-G.
K-O-R-G.
He's the big rock guy.
He's like,
the one who he was.
He's like, oh, they're calling me an asshole on the internet. Could you please take this?
Musical instrument manufacturing.
Voiced by
company.
Taika. Look up MCU character.
I don't think anybody cares about this character.
Look up MCU character voiced by Taika Waititi.
This is one of like the people are.
He's all over every trailer.
Yeah, he's the
because
blue
he's going
rock
to die.
Guy.
He's going to die.
Yeah,
I don't actually know for sure, but it's just one of my theories.
But no, I think that there's going to be definitely they're going to be killing a lot of people. And I think that there's probably going to be a big conflict with the Greek and the Norse pantheons to show oh, look at how powerful Zeus, Hercules, and the other Greek gods are.
I think,
then they're going to fucking massacre them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the build up of look at this powerful god on the other end of the universe. And then Gore's going to show up and be like, what's up, bitch? And he's going to kill all of them.
Yeah.
He's going to body all of them. Because if Christian Bale once said, I'll never do another comic book movie, then he read Taika Waititi's script and he agreed to be the villain.
Wow.
That's something to consider.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
So, did you find out who Korg was?
Vaguely.
Bro,
how about you just, Zane, grab your phone and show her who Korg is.
I can see who he is. I just don't care.
What
is he even in? I don't remember him.
He's in Thor. He's Thor Ragnarok. He's in Endgame. He's in theory in Infinity War.
he's Ragnarok. He's the one. He's literally the comic relief.
He's a fan favorite.
Yeah,
he literally. I'm sure he has a pop figure.
I guess he just didn't get me.
He's the one. He's got the little boat. He's like, oh no,
this is my friend Meek.
Yeah, I've been carrying Meek around. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, Meek's dead. And it's voiced by
And it's
Taika
like,
Waititi.
he was actually alive the whole time. That's nice.
I remember him.
They did they brought Korg in to do the crossover with the Deadpool promotion.
She hasn't seen that. There's no way.
It's one of the great things. They were like, okay, so we're probably gonna bring Deadpool into the MCU. Who will we give? Fuck Korg. Like,
Yeah.
it's just throw Korg.
Well,
over
you know,
there.
Taika Waititi was like, I'm so down to play Korg next to Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so Franny, you're gonna see Thor: Love and Thunder when it comes out. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the "Sweet Child of Mine" song playing in the trailers and everything.
love
It's
that
got you hype and everything.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you want to see come out of this movie? What's something that you want to see happen?
I mean, I feel like it's already happening, but I just want to see more like female superhero movies. I think those are always good, especially when they're done well.
Yeah,
I'm excited that this is going to be like directed well and looking good and everything.
They're feeling hot and looking good.
Right. I'm glad Natalie Portman really like buffed up for it. I feel like that's going to help the immersion of the movie, you know? I'm excited for it.
Zane, Thor: Love and Thunder's coming out. You've seen the trailer. Fucking Guns N' Roses all over that bitch. Thor looking delicious as hell, throwing his jacket right on Chris Pratt's face. Love that. That's based. What is something you're looking for to happen in Thor: Love and Thunder?
So, as far as just things that I'm looking forward to happening in Thor: Love and Thunder,
Love and Thunder.
I'm gonna say levity and thunder, is just like the pure buildup for cosmic level Marvel, because it's been a lot of street level, it's been a lot of like planetary. Now they've been doing galactic Marvel with the Guardians of the Galaxy and whatnot, but to properly just like fully off planet do crazy shenaniganery is something that like you're seeing. It's going to be coming up in the Marvels series or in the Marvels movie. You're going to be seeing it in the new Guardians movies. This is going to be the basis for going forward to bring in more big hitters like Gore the God Butcher, like Galactus, like a lot of these cosmic level entities.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good point. I'm excited for that.
Now, there's a couple of things.
It's widening the universe, honestly.
Yeah. There's a couple of things I want to see from it. One, I cannot wait to see Thor in his strongest Avenger trucker hat while he's working out and getting that nice bod.
My God, me fucking too.
You know, because I want to see a portly Thor like accomplish losing weight. Maybe it'll inspire me. Who knows?
Shut up.
The second thing I think I'm going to see, and maybe don't necessarily want to see, is this is one of Drax's last time in the MCU. Guardians 3 will be the last time you see Drax in the entire MCU. So I think the Guardians will have a very small role to play. I want them to fly past my expectations, put in some great sequences with the Guardians, because that's what I want to see. And it's been a long time since Guardians 2. So it'd be really good to see that group, you know, kind of come back together a little bit before we jump into Guardians 3, the last movie, you know?
Yeah, true. It feels like we haven't gotten enough of them.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they got blipped, you know,
and
like
they're such a fan favorite too. It's like really like Guardians is such a
and that's an example of like them
that
taking a nothing comic and turning it into something big, and it gets you excited about other things. But anyway, guys, you've heard us just talk relentlessly about all of this. What do you guys think about Thor: Love and Thunder? Do the trailers make you excited? Are you going to go see it opening day? Did you already buy your ticket like a lot of people did? Or are you like me who's going to see it that following Tuesday on Discount Tuesday? What's up? Leave your comments down below and make sure to like and subscribe if you want more Marvel news, any news, movie news about whatever. Tell us in the description in the comments what you want, and we'll work on that for you. Just make sure you subscribe, and peace out.